Hey there, thank you so much for joining me in today's video where I'm gonna show you my Moterm EDC, my passport wallet and everyday carry. She is quite chunky, I know, but this is a brand new addition to my lineup and it's something that I treasure so much. I'm so utterly obsessed with this cover, with everything that I carry in here. And I want to go over everything with you. And for those who don't know me, my name is Ren Adams. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe if you're not. But let's go ahead and get started. So this is the Moterm Passport Wallet, the passport cover, wallet, call it however you want to call it. And I think this is the color burnt orange. I'm actually gonna just double check and I'll put it on the screen if it's not the right name. But I think this is the burnt orange, which I thought it was gonna be so much more orange than what it is in real life. In real life, it's more like a shade of, I don't even know, a camel, like brown with hints of orange. I don't know, but just to compare, this is my sterling ink in caramel. So it's much more, I would say, cool toned than my Moterm wallet, but it is a little bit orangey, but it's such a beautiful, beautiful color. So it comes with two buttons. As you can tell, mine is at the first button because she is quite chunky. And I'm gonna go over everything that I have in here. So as soon as we open the wallet, we have a couple of things here right from the get-go. So the first thing we have is two cards from coffee shops and a bagel place that my husband and I we go to. They have those reward little cards that if you stamp and if you get enough stamps, then you can get a drink for free or a bagel or whatever it may be. I have a photo of me rubbing the, oh my gosh, I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's that ball in the financial district in New York. And every time I go to New York, I must get a photo of me rubbing the balls because it's known to give you good luck financially. I'm sorry if you don't believe in those things, but I do. Tucked in here, I have my everyday card. And the reason why I don't put my card in here is because I don't know why it just gets stuck. So the little reward cards I can slide in and out with no problems, but my credit card, if I put it in here, it just gets stuck. It does not come out, and I was actually very embarrassed at the grocery store because I had to use this card and I couldn't get it out and I was struggling and struggling. And it was so embarrassing that I said, you know what, enough. I'm gonna tuck it in here and I'm gonna put something else in this card slot. This cover comes with a zip pocket, which I absolutely adore. And I have more cards in here. And at the front, I have a sterling ink passport size notebook. For those who don't know what a passport size is, I'm gonna compare it with an A6. So this is the passport compared with the A6. The A6 becomes so much bigger when it's comparing to the passport size. And I'm gonna compare it with an N2, which is a week's size from Sterling Ink. It's the same width as the N2 as the weeks, but it's quite a chunk smaller, shorter than the week's size. So this is my brain dump, my catch-all, my notes. As you can see, it's called brain dump. And I went over all of my lineup, the notebooks and everything in my previous video. I'm gonna link it down below so you can see exactly how I use and what I do with every notebook, as well as the planners and journals that I'm using. But here I just have things that I need to do, things that I need to buy. It's not something that I fill all the time, but it's something that I use whenever I have something to write down. And I have here my Tombow swatches because I went to Michael's the other day. For those who don't know what Michael's is, it's just, I call it a hobby store. You can buy a lot of things for a variety of different hobbies. And I got a Tombow that I already had. So what I did to not do that again, I just swatched all of the Tombows that I have, since this is always coming with me. And when I'm at Michael's, I can just check real quickly which Tombow I already have. So this is at the front here, and this is not secured with an elastic band because this is something that when I'm at home, I will just put it somewhere else, you know, because I'm gonna use it, and to just get it in and out of the band is a little bit too complicated, so I just don't do it. But this is what I have here at the front. This is a photo of my husband and I. This was on Christmas of 2024. I love this photo so much. I just put it here and I secure it with small little paper clips in the color rose gold. They are so cute. They are the most adorable little paper clips. I'm gonna put a link down below because you can find them on Amazon. They're adorable, and I actually use it to mark. I use them as tabs in my planner, so I just use them as little tabs in my planner. So I absolutely adore these small little paper clips. And here I have a little zip pocket, a little zip pouch. And in here I have a $1 off any Starbucks handcrafted beverage, grande or larger, from my local Barnes & Noble's Starbucks. And I have 2 of those and I need to use it actually. So I just put it here because I know that I will always see it. And in the bag here, what I also have in this little zip pocket are just some coupons and things that honestly I forget they're here, but I have some coupons that I can use for a variety of different things that I use throughout the house. And in here I put some ephemera because I absolutely love this watercolor piece that I found at actually a gardening shop. They had a cute little local stationery section in the shop, and they had handmade and cute local artists. I don't know how to explain. It was just kind of local artist section of stationery, handmade stationery. And this was actually a little card that I cut the art part of it, and I just put it here because I love it. This is me when I was a kid. I love this photo. This is one of my most precious photos, and this is me when I got married. This is a true candid photo that someone took from me when we were back home the day that I got married, and I had a very low-key marriage. So I love this photo. I only have it in black and white. It was taken in black and white with an iPhone, and I love it. So I just put it here. One, to remind myself that life is not that serious, that this girl here, she deserves only kindness, patience, and love. Because one of the things that I really try to work on myself and get better about myself is being kind and patient with myself. So I always put a photo of me when I was a little girl, to just look at it and ask myself, would you say these mean things to this kid? You wouldn't, right? So why are you saying that to yourself? Because you are her and she is you. So That's a little fun fact about me. In the back here, I have more photos. I have a photo with my nephew, my niece, no, actually it's my mom, my dad, my nephew, and my niece. And here is me, dad, mom, and this is when we got married at the courthouse, my husband and I, almost 10 years ago, which is insane if you think about it. And moving on, we have this craft paper little pocket here that goes all the way to the back with a zip pocket, but we're gonna go there in a little bit. So in here, I just carry in this little zip little pouch some of the medication that I usually take on a daily, which is ibuprofen, Gas X. Believe it or not, I cannot live without Gas X, and my allergy pill, kind of like Claritin, Benadryl, whatever I have at the moment. And then in here, I don't have anything in this pocket. And here is a notebook that I do have secured with the elastic band, and actually everything is secured with just this one elastic band hanging in for dear life. But here I have another watercolor card from the same artist as this one over here, and I love it. I am a plant lover. Someday I'll show you my actual office, which is not this one. This is my hobby office, but my main office, I have 22 plants in just that office. Someday I'll do a little tour for you to see. But I put it here as the cover of my little notebook, which is just a running list of things that I'm thinking about, that I need to do, that I need to buy. And I secure it with a little clip, just in case I get to, the middle of the notebook and I can just flip it to the actual page. And I think this came with the Moterm cover, so it's not like a traveler's notebook or anything like that. It's actually just from Moterm itself. It came with 3 notebooks, a grid one, a lined, and a blank notebook. In the back here, I put a sticker that represents me a lot, which is a lot of plants. And I put this little, the Coffee Monsters Co. page marker, just because I think it's really cute and I wanted to put some ephemera. Then here I have the zip pouch, which is also from, I think this is from Moterm. I think this is from Moterm or Midori. I don't know, actually. I forgot. I'll put a link down below to everything that I bought on Amazon, because they had some generic brands. The other ones were from the name brand. So I don't know exactly which one I ended up getting, but I'll put the link down below because it's really good. I think this one is from Midori actually, but we'll figure it out once I'm editing this video. But in here, I have a couple of things. I have a little tie to go because I'm very clumsy. I have a little nail file, and this is my treasure. So I grew up Catholic. I don't go to church, and I don't talk much about my religion and my beliefs on the internet, but since I'm showing you what's in my wallet, I have a couple of little gifts that my parents gave to me from many years ago. I have one from when I was 10 years old, from 2001, so it's something that I treasure a lot because my parents gifted me those pieces, and I believe that they bring me blessings and protection. And no matter what wallet I use, I always carry the little plastic little packet. What do I call that? I don't even know. My brain is just not braining today, but I always carry the little saints, the little figures, because I think they protect me. Here I have the other zip pocket. So I have 2. So this ends here and this one ends here. So I have 2 plastic zip sections in my Moterm. So this one is empty, as you can see. But I do have this one that has a post-it that says, ask God a question, write it down, and think of an answer. Write down the answer, he will speak to you through you. So these were notes, really random notes that I was writing when I was watching this video on how to talk to God. And it said that you should ask God a question, and you're just gonna write down what comes to your mind as the answer. And the more you write down that answer and you continue writing down that answer, the more God will speak through you, to you. So I just love this post-it because it was very raw. It was me taking notes, watching that video, and I thought that it's a good reminder. And then in here I have a photo of my husband and another photo of me rubbing the balls. So this was us in New York this March of 2025. And this is also March of 2025 here. And yeah, this is us. This is a photo of my sister and I'm the little one. It was, I don't know how old I was, but it was my birthday. And I put it here. This is a copy, of course, it's not the original, but I put it here because, again, I just want to make sure that I always remember that it's not that serious. Here I have a little sterling ink card that came with my notebook orders. This is kind of like inspired in Alice in Wonderland, and I love Alice in Wonderland. So I just put it here because I love this art. Here I have some credit cards. On the back here I have my insurance cards and my allergy card for me to check in. Over here on the other side I don't have anything, and here I have some cash because it does come with a very nice back pocket here that you can put a lot of different things. I just put some cash. And here I have my trusted Uniball Signal Ultra Micro 207. It's my favorite ballpoint pen, and it writes in .38. It's very, very thin. And this is my everyday carry. This is what I carry with me. This is, if I want it to be a little bit slimmer, I just take this one out and then I can put it in the actual first button over here, and it's very, very slimmer. But I like to leave this notebook here just because it's a part of my setup, and I like to just have the complete setup in my Moterm Passport. And I think that's it. I'm actually in love with this setup, with how chunky it is. It's not really heavy, to be honest. I thought it was gonna be way heavier, but it's just a good, I just love it. I have everything that I need here. It's just really beautiful, and I'm actually obsessed with this setup. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm gonna leave the link down below for everything that I showed here today that I can find, whether it's the sterling ink notebook, the Moterm cover, the little pockets, the paper clips, everything that I can find a link to, I will put down below. But let me ask you something before you go. Do you use an EDC? And if yes, what size is it? Because I would love to know what size everyday carry you have. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe. This channel is brand new. I would love your support. Like this video to help me out, and I'll see you in the next one.